You're only young once, but you can be immature forever. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. A real scientist solves problems, not wails that they are unsolvable. I am the shore and the ocean, awaiting myself on both sides. Vulnerability is the least celebrated emotion in our society. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. Dream big, stay positive, work hard, and enjoy the journey. Sometimes your circle decreases in size, but increases in value. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. Almost nobody dances sober unless they happen to be insane. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether we worry or not. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. In order to change the world, you have to get your head together first. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. Nobody ever lives their life all the way up, except bullfighters. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. I am thankful for all of those who said no to me. It's because of them I'm doing it myself. No crime is a means to an end. No crime can be rationalized. The truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. All the fish needs is to get lost in the water. All man needs is to get lost in Tao. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. No one from the outside can tell or show you what is in your heart. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. In the cherry blossom shade, there's no such thing as a stranger. Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. History, Stephen said, is a nightmare from which I am trying to awake. must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. If tomorrow were never to come, it would not be worth living today. Respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, loyalty is returned. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up, but when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. It's exhausting, the energy it takes to unknow a truth. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. A person's limitations are only measured by their drive to succeed. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. A petty thief is put in jail. A great brigand becomes a ruler of a nation. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. But if a villain can be made, then they can be unmade. The desire to reach for the stars is ambitious. The desire to reach hearts is wise. True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. Adversity discourages losers. Adversity inspires winners. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. Distance sometimes lets you know who is worth keeping and who is worth letting go. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. If you want to see a rainbow, you have to learn to see the rain. Birth is not the beginning. Death is not the end. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. It doesn't matter how great your shoes are if you don't accomplish anything in them. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. True words are not fancy. Fancy words are not true. The good do not debate. Debaters are not good. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Stand in the divine rain, and seeds of wisdom will grow in your soul. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me.